In this video, I'm going to talk about something that some people will probably say that I'm going too far, or not too far, but, oh, I'm being too sensitive, or too whatever, you know, too particular, too something, too analytical. And that's what I get a lot, is I'm too analytical. Now, my experience with people who say somebody's too something like that, you know, too sensitive, too analytical, you think too much, you know, when people like that, when people say something like that to me, they're usually people who are taught to say that, or they're narcissistic, yeah, they're abusive somehow type people, or, you know, they just haven't really thought about it, and maybe they're too busy right then to think about it, and they just say, oh, you're just being too whatever, you know. That's my experience with them. That's not the topic for this video, but that could be a topic all to itself, really, is, you know, because some people are trained by people who are narcissistic to respond to things when somebody's actually thinking about something, is to cut that person down by saying you're too, T-O-O, too something, you know, whatever it is. And it kind of teaches other people, ooh, I shouldn't think like that then. Ooh, I shouldn't think so much. I shouldn't analyze the situation, because then I'm going to get that too if somebody's telling me you're too whatever, and you're too, you know, sensitive. That's a big one for people. You're too sensitive. And I think many of us know that. You know, people who have listened to or studied or whatever, you know, topics on narcissistic abuse, or, you know, people put a lot under narcissistic abuse, but, or narcissism. But yeah, you know what I mean. Too much. Too much is another one actually too. Now this is a little lighter than my last topic, but sometimes I'll do lighter ones, you know. Anyway, what I really want to talk about is how, you know, and I said that some people are going to think that I'm going overboard with this one maybe. It's about how possessive our language can be. Seriously, the terms people use, and why would we do that? Not everybody. I don't always do this. I kind of want to steer clear from it for the most part. I do. But our language is, the way we term things, the way we talk about others, is so possessive. Seriously possessive. Like, I mean, how often do you hear somebody say, my something? Okay, now, say you're on YouTube right now. How often have you heard people say on their videos, my, and then they might say my subbies, my followers, my subscribers, my group, my tribe, my whatever. They call the people who subscribe to their channel my. You see what I'm saying? That's so possessive. It's mine. They're mine. Yeah, like I said, I'm sure some people say, well, so what? That's not a big deal. And you think too much. You know, you analyze too much. But seriously, it's my possession. Should we think like that? I don't think so. I don't really. Now, I've been on YouTube. Well, I started making videos on my original channel 4.5 years ago, around that much, and I've been watching probably 5 years. I don't know, this kind, you know, in different communities. And anytime I hear somebody say my, you know, my subbies, especially my subbies, or they come up with some cutesy name for the people who subscribe to them, I click out of there. I really do. I don't like the whole feel to that. You know, that you're trying to possess somebody. And I know, it might be just my pet peeve. So, yeah, it's my pet peeve. Problem with that, it's calling my subbies or my subs. I never ever thought of anything that starts with the word, you know, anything like that. Subs is not a positive kind of term. Okay, my subs, you know, for one thing, in a way it sounds like my subordinates. Okay, I know, I'm stretching it. Somebody's going to say I'm stretching it. But no, if you've ever been in a job or someplace where they threw that word around all the time, you know, you're just a subordinate. You're just you get it right, just a subordinate. Yeah, you might have a different attitude about it. You know, and just somebody calling somebody their subs, it's irritating to me. I'm not pointing anybody out, by the way. I'm not referring to any channel at all, you know, particular channel. It's just I've heard these kinds of things over the years, you know, so make that point clear. It's about my, okay, how many things do you call my? Yeah, you got your, you know, this is my car, this is my SUV, this is my house, this is my, yeah, that's fine. But when it comes to people, to other people, I think it's too possessive. Even this of saying, this is my husband. Your husband is an independent individual. You know, it's an individual, separate, you know, sure you're in a relationship together, but that person owns their own body, their own self. Okay? You know, what's wrong with saying this is the man I'm married to? We can make that the norm so easily that people don't see it as awkward to say this is the man I'm married to, this is the woman I'm married to. You know, this is my, you know, well, don't say my, see, it's such a habit. You know, it is. This is the man I'm dating, this is the woman I'm dating. You know, we can make it to where that is the norm, to hear that. Really, I mean, does anybody think like that? You know, think long enough about it that it's too possessive. You know, why do we need to feel, to even tell somebody this is my friend, this is my mother, you know, this is my father? Why do we feel a need to possess, to show that kind of, it sounds possessive. I'm sorry, it's my pet peeve. I'm not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, but it's difficult to think in a way, to think of other ways of saying, you know, like, this is my mother, this is the person who gave birth to me. If we made it the norm, it wouldn't be so awkward. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. But instead we use so possessive. Anyway, just a thought for the day. Take it. You know, just go with the flow. And boy, I'm in a giggly mood. It could be that the weather is actually beautiful instead of this cold, crazy crap. But we get back to crazy crap. And tomorrow night, overnight, it's into the 20s. Today, right now, it's 74 degrees, and it's 10:02 in the morning. Yes, that's normal for Texas. Anyway, going to wrap this up. This was more of a silly mood, but yet at the same time serious, because I am serious about that. Why do we use such possessive words, possessive phrases? Why is it the norm? What do you think? Leave a comment below. And if you want to subscribe and you haven't already, click the circle icon. If you want to watch another video on this channel, you can click one of the rectangles. Like, subscribe, comment, and share if you would. And I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.